Do you ever think about how hard it is for somebody to be believed by a ghost story, and that might be the reason that nobody ever talks about them? I mean, let's just take this story off the top of my head. There's a guy. He's driving down the road. He sees a little kid on the side of the road. Now, it's late at night. We'll say it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely no reason for this little kid to be out there, and it's cold outside. He passes this kid, and he's like, "Did I just see something? I've been driving for a long time. It's the middle of the night. Maybe my mind is just imagining it, but you can't really just not go back and check." So he backs his rig back up, and there's the little kid just walking down the highway. You flick your lights, you scream out the window, "Hey, you need any help?" No reaction. Finally, you're like, "Hey, why don't you just hop in?" And they stop. They walk back to your truck. You peek your head out, and you're like, "Hey, why don't you just like hop on in and I'll take you somewhere to get you help? I don't have any cell phone service, or I would call." And they're like, "No, I can't. I just live right here in the woods. Is there any way you could just walk me back into it?" And you're like, "No, how about I just like haul you somewhere and you get, call somebody and whenever we get service." And they're like, "No, please just step on out and help me." You're like, "No, I don't know. Something's weird about this." You get a weird feeling. Then you notice there is a tentacle, a wispy, almost shadow like tentacle attached to this child, and you question it. What is that? There seems to be some sort of weird thing attached to your back. I can barely see it, but there's clearly something there. And it looks at you, turns around, and walks off. And you freak plumb the fuck out and drive off. I mean, that story is obviously way out there. Could never actually happen. What if they were telling the truth? Now, see, here's the problem with anything paranormal. Let's say that this actually did happen to somebody. Who could they tell that would believe them? You wouldn't believe them. Nobody would believe them. Like, they would have a hard time convincing their family that this happened to them. There is plenty of reasons that you could absolutely turn this into some sort of situation that isn't actually involving paranormal activity. Literally lying for fame, you're something wrong with your head, but tons of different reasons. But this is obviously what everybody, or at least the majority of people, think. So how would you know how many different weird things are out there? Because people just will not talk about these types of things, and they damn sure ain't gonna put it on the internet for all the comments of being like, "Bro, it's not real, bro, ghost ain't real, bro," because that's what commenters do. I love bots, I love them. Anyways, I thought it was an interesting concept and I enjoy thinking about it, and I figured you all would too. By the way, that was a Reddit story that ran across on No Sleep, in case anybody actually wants to go there and read it. It was a very interesting story, but it got me thinking about who would actually believe somebody if this really did happen. Nobody. Anyways, I enjoyed it, and I hope you all enjoy the thought of this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.